To continue with Word Project 5, I've already entered the remainder of the education items under areas of concentration, and I also went into experience and placed the items of experience that can be found at the bottom of page 290. But what they have you do now is if you notice on the original resume or the final resume on page 275, there are actually two items of experience. So under veterinary assistant, we have all that, and the second one, experience, is a groomer. What I could do is kind of stumble through and try to recreate this whole dynamic again. But one neat thing about this resume is if you go under Quick Parts, under the Insert tab, and scroll down, you'll see a list of all the various subsections. So I need experience subsection. And look at that, it places a whole nother set of items there for another experience. So what I may need to do is come in here and add a blank space between there. I use Shift and Enter to do that, just to kind of clean it up a little bit. And I also want to take out this extra blank space here to get that out of here. So everything's coming together pretty well. The last two items we need to add are membership and community service. So in my table, I'm going to hit Tab a couple times. When you hit Tab, it adds some extra rows. Remember, what I'm doing is leaving a blank row between each of these. So I'm going to put in this one membership, and then the bottom one I'll put community service. I'm just typing community service, and Word wraps around. Now all I need to do is put in the bulleted items that will fill in the items for membership and community service, and I believe these are found on 295 if I'm not mistaken. Yes, you can just put those in there, and I'll just start this off at the bullet button under the Home tab. And notice that the bullet is kind of already indented. I want to use my decrease indent button to pull that bullet back. Now I can add or move those in or out by using the increase and decrease bullet. So the first one is Ford County Humane Society. And just keep on going, National Dog Groomer Association. I just want to note one thing. Notice how the text here doesn't quite look correct. It's bold. It's a different layout. So I want it to look more like this text. So all I'm going to do is highlight or select one of the words from up here. Go to Format Painter, and I'm just going to paint over top of these words, and that changes the format to be the same format as these words up here. Now again, for time purposes, I'm not going to go through and put in all of the bulleted items. Again, they're found on 295. The only item I will note, I will do on the community service just to show this: answer phones and groom dogs at the Ford County Humane Society. And at the end of this line, they want you to hit Shift and Enter, like we've been doing, and that takes it down to the next line without having anything put in there, any bullets. And notice this: I didn't hit the bullet button, and per week. I wanted to show that you can click later and add the bullet later on. So I put my item in there. Now I hit my bullet button, and it puts it in there. Hit my decrease indent, and again the same thing. My wording is not formatted correctly, so I'm going to come up here. I'll select one of the other words, highlight it, hit the Format Painter, and drag over it, and that will change that format to the correct one. Save it and move on.